Good evening and welcome to another episode of Record Collecting with a Quill. It's been a rainy Sunday here in Sweden today, so I've been sitting here basically all day just listening to 7 inches all day. I really do enjoy listening to 7 inches quite a lot because they often, I think, paint a different picture of a track, or a track can stand out as a 7 inch, whereas it not always shines on an album. So I do enjoy. I've been buying quite a lot of 7 inches lately, actually. So I thought I'd just show you a little bit of what I've been listening to today and comment on some stuff as well. But before we start, as usual, click that subscribe button down below and that little notice bell as well, so you don't miss out on any future episodes. So let's start with this one. This is a great one. West, Bruce and Lang, The Doctor. They made a couple of albums in the 70s, and they're quite okay, I must say. I think this is if I'm not misspoken, I think it's is it a French pressing? No, it's a German one. This is a really great track, actually, the Doctor. I think the album, as I said, the albums are a little bit so I don't think any of them were in the best shape. This track is from that album, Why Don't You? But it's a great track, and what I really do enjoy about this one is Jack Bruce's bass playing. Great one. Check that one out. Another one which I really do enjoy, and it's kind of for you Swedes. This is a Swedish artist called Rogerfelt, and he made a couple of singles in the 70s. He's a famous. He was one of the first acts in Sweden to sing rock and roll in Swedish. But he made a couple of he's still active. He's made some great albums, but he made 2 singles with Nature as his backing band. And Nature, quite a bunch of famous guys. You have 2 guitarists, Lasse Welander and Mats Ronander, who both ended up playing with ABBA among many others. And you have a drummer who sadly left us just recently, called Bosse Skoglund, famous blues drummer and jazz drummer here in Sweden. Anyway, he made 2 singles with these guys, kind of hard to find, but really, really cool. This one I really do enjoy. I think this is the best one. En gång tog jag tåget bort. Once I took the train away from here, basically. And another track called Carnival. This is a great one. Check it out. I think that the tracks are available on some compilation album, actually. Cool stuff. Next one is a little bit interesting. This one is Bogut, Apathy. I think I've mentioned them before. I really do enjoy that band. They only made an album and a live album. This is a single from Thailand, and it's actually quite special as usual with singles from there, because the A side is Bogut, Apathy, but on the B side there's another artist called White Witch, Don't Close Your Mind. Kind of interesting as well, but I think it's cool, and I really love the different inverted take of the album cover, actually. So it's quite cool. Next one, a favorite band of mine, UFO. This is the single for the track Lettered Rain of Mechanics. It's actually a clear vinyl, really cool one. I really enjoy the Paul Chapman era of UFO as well. I know some of you are purists and only enjoy the Michael Schenker years, but I think Paul Chapman made some great albums with him as well. Cool one. Then I bought a bunch of singles, actually. It was tracks that I grew up with when actually my father had them, and I listened to them quite a lot. And I just had to buy them. It's like cheap singles to get, but there's tracks that I really enjoyed as a kid. First one being this Electric Light Orchestra, Don't Bring Me Down. Really cool, famous track. I actually saw Jeff Lynne's ELO in London a couple of years ago when concerts were still something you could go to. Great show and a great band. They made some amazing stuff, and this is I really enjoyed. Another guilty pleasure of mine is this single. I always enjoyed this one. Paul McCartney, No More Lonely Nights. It's from the Regards from Broad Street, I think the album is called, and that album is not that great at all, but I really do enjoy this track. There's actually two different versions of it. There's the ballad version and there's the play out version as well. Cool. Another a track I really enjoyed as a kid for some reason, I don't know why, is this one, The Who, and the track is called Athena. It's from the It's Hard album, and also an album that's been, I mean, most people think it's probably one of the worst, but there's something about that track I really enjoyed. It's catchy as hell, and it's one of those albums I listened to, I think I mentioned earlier as well, where I listened to the album at the library, and that track somehow stuck with me. Another cool one, an artist I always enjoyed quite a lot. This one, Stephen the Band, Abracadabra. Also, track was really popular when I was a kid. I enjoy his stuff quite a lot. There's some great stuff. This is latest stuff, as I said. This is the early 80s, and he made some great stuff in the late 60s and the 70s are the most famous stuff, I believe. But this track I think is cool as well. Another one, this is a singer I really enjoy quite a lot. It's Wilson Pickett, his take on Born to Be Wild. He made some great album as well. This I actually found at, I think, some outlet or something. It's a cool one. I bought it quite cheap, I believe, like €1 or so. Cool one. I love the artwork. That's one of the things with singles as well that's really cool. You get a often cool artworks. Another favorite, this one, The Kinks, Lola. I think this has to be one of the funniest songs in rock history. Cool track, and the lyrics are hilarious, I must say. I really enjoyed that. I played this one. I played in a couple of different bands, and it's a great song to play as well. You can get it really heavy if you want to, but it's really, the lyrics, as I said, really cool. This is a German single, I believe. Yes, it is. Cool one. Lola, The Kinks. This is also a track that's been in my mind since I was a kid. My father really enjoyed it. This is a Japanese pressing of Prokul Harum, White Shade of Pale. Arguably one of the coolest ballads in history. I really always enjoy this one. It's something about the sad melody in it. It's really cool, and I found a Japanese pressing of it. Nice one. As always with Japanese singles, it's just a little sheet like this, and you get a label, artwork, or what's it called, I don't know. And last one, also a Japanese one, another cool, Vanilla Fudge, You Keep Me Hanging On, another cool band. Really enjoy this psychedelic artwork. Japan has almost all the time they have unique covers for their acts and their singles, so I quite often buy them because I think it's cool. Yeah, so that's what I've been listening to so far today. I will continue, I think, because there's not much else to do here. I will post this as well as work a little bit with this episode and continue to play some more singles. I'll see what I can find here. There's but tons of cool stuff. So thanks for watching this episode. Some great QUILL news coming soon. We're about to start rehearsing again, I believe. We haven't seen each other since November when we had lockdowns here in Sweden, so really looking forward to that. And we're also working on a new video as well, so I think that would be really cool. I've seen some drafts of it. It's going to be quite excellent. So be sure to follow us on social media. It's the QUILL Sweden, so you don't miss out on QUILL news or news about new episodes here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next Sunday. Bye for now.